signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun? Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy?
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is March 2nd, 2022. It is 10:54 a.m. I was not supposed to be recording or have the computer, but my husband went to the office. So I'm like, okay, so I'll use that time to record some stuff for you guys. I came across some stuff. There are a lot of information passing on. And I'm just going to share, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tweets with you, and one of them I believe is an article, but I'm gonna try to stay away from wars and stuff like that because I hate being right. I really hate being right. I see so many things that ahead of us. If this guy is successful, it is very scary. And then for America, they better pay close attention to the midterm election. It is very, very crucial. We thought we jumped the hurdle of Trump. The midterm election is our next hurdle because this is looking too scary. So this is my back end on IPU Team Sussex. All right, let's go to PYTE. Let's see if things have changed. All right, this is the video that's live right now. That was the 6 o'clock video. And if you look at my estimate, my estimated revenue, $258.67, and I do not have any copyright issue. All right, nothing. Okay, there's nothing. So I really don't understand why my estimation is so low when I have videos coming up every single day and I'm not getting thousands of views. I'm not saying that, but to stick at $258 and change, it's not right. All right, so let's go on Twitter. Let's get the first one. I'm gonna try to avoid wars, the Ukraine thing. I'm gonna try my best, with the exception of one tweet I believe I came across that worth sharing. All right, first tweet. I guess KP figured out the manic smile doesn't translate well. Okay, so let's see, what did she retweet? The Cambridge's team at Kensington Palace have also decided to limit the number of photographers allowed in each position, so that Kate avoided having to face quote wall of cameras end quote, allowing her interaction to be more natural. Well, I mean, if she's doing her thing, don't worry about who's capturing whatever you're doing. But I thought they wanted to be the spotlight. But this is the spotlight. This is the spotlight. Now that they're having issues? Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see here. This is Joanne. Me thinks they don't want any more melting face pics. Joanne, it's too much. Probably. My goodness. If she had just a, drama free, stay in her lane, know her strength and her weaknesses, and don't try to overpower when you know you don't have any strength of anything. Take 5 years to do 5 questions. You took forever to do certain things. You show at a a charity, it bends 8 years.
Thank you. Nice to see you again. I was just looking at, it's been a while since I last visited, so yeah, definitely when things get back to normal, I'd love to come and say hello to the team and everyone down there as well.
I think it was 2012 that you were last year.
No. It only seems like yesterday, Graham. It shows you how quickly time goes.
So, know your strength. Don't try to do more than you know you can do. People will understand. If you don't know, you don't know. My goodness. But it's forcing your BS on people that's making you look, maybe her face looking so melting like that. Okay, this is coming from the same media that can understand Harry's interaction with cameras. Does this mean she freaks out at the sight of cameras? This must be a new thing. Well, that's common for them. They all are baggage for God, because Harry had been trying to tell them since he was a young man, you know, there's that space. Give me my personal space, you know.
Chance my arm with a cheeky question. A bit like your mother, you are pursued every minute of every day by lots of people trying to take photographs, videoing, recording what you're saying, pushing. How can you possibly have a private life?
Cheeky question. You're right, that is a cheeky question. But Andrew, to be honest with you, sadly, that line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymore, and we will continue to do our best to ensure that there is the line. You know, we are completely aware that we're in a very privileged position, and I will spend the rest of my life you know, earning that privilege and trying to bring a spotlight onto things and causes that really matter to me, and I hopefully matter to a lot of other people as well. Everyone has a right to their privacy, and you know, a lot of the members of the public get it, but sadly in some areas there is this sort of incessant need to find out every little bit of detail about what goes on behind the scenes. It's unnecessary. You know, I hope that people get to see me here in this Invictus role, you know, cracking on with the guys and mucking in and having a good time with them. And this is half my official role, but half my private role. This is what I enjoy doing. But the private life has to be private, and I hope people respect that.
But they keep on intruding, and now he's like, F you all. A good point. The troll and British media attempt to create a false narrative around Harry's photos, but those same people can't change the correct narrative around Kate's photos. But Kate has always played up for the cameras. The difference is, it's clear, she isn't photogenic. She's unnatural. That's the thing. If you, just do your thing. Don't mind the cameras there. You fought for this freaking position, so there it is. You got the spotlight. Even those who were trying to help you, you kicked them out of there because you wanted the spotlight. This is the spotlight. Oh my goodness. It's like, be careful what you ask for. Others thought is that they're trying to limit gossip as to state of the Cambridge's marriage. Quite a few times I've thought Kate either looks exhausted or unhappy. I don't think all is well behind closed doors. That's her problem. That's her problem, because she should have been nice to Meghan. Okay, you're probably right, but I wonder if anyone really cares about the state of their unhappy union. It's clear they have an arrangement. Probably. Okay, let's see here. If you read it in another way, this only implies that so far Kate has been unnatural in her appearance. Okay, else what's with the need to say they want her to look more natural in her appearance, trying to prevent a repeat of this. What is that? Danish media, no invisible contract. Oh, you see, this is what happened when I don't follow. So that's when she was over there. Oh my God. Wow. Anyway, I'm not gonna criticize. You see. Okay, what with all the manipulation of Kate's image, I suspect they're trying to tone down her playing to the cameras when she's out, so it's not so obvious. Okay, KP must have hired a new PR person because someone new must have told them it's blatantly obvious. She plays it up for the camera. Toning. I'm laughing because this is the thing, they keep on pointing fingers at people, you know, Harry, Meghan, everything. I mean, anything that Harry or Meghan does, especially Meghan, it's always the opposite. So there it is. All right, let's see. KP must have hired a new PR person because someone new must have told them it's blatantly obvious. She plays it up for the camera. Toning it down is a good strategy. The rugby photo made that crystal clear. There were some cringe-worthy photos. The big hole in her stocking was shocking. What is it? There's a hole in her stocking? Okay, I'm sure the Danish had a good laugh. Really? There was a hole in her stocking? You see, I don't follow, so I don't know. So this is news to me. Creating a monopoly for highly airbrushed photos. Okay, yeah, highly photoshopped and careful curated photos will be the new standard. No shade, but let's be honest, some people aren't natural photogenic. That is true. That is true. Okay, think when Prince Philip called Queen Elizabeth II, William will declare a divorce. Wow, really? Did he say that? He certainly looks like he had enough of the charade. He'd probably thinking Tampon is happy with Tompelina. Tompelina, Harry and Meghan dominate the romance scene. He looks like a coward. And thank God, we have to pray. Thank God Harry followed his heart and then listen to these idiots. I mean, he's been behind the scene. He probably knows all the romances and all of those nonsense that happened behind the scene, and he's like, I don't want any part of this. And that few 12 years Princess Diana was with him, she thought him wow. Could it be because of the photographer or capturing the real face and publishing without the airbrush? Her face looked rough without the airbrush. Oh my goodness, no comment. I'm not gonna talk about her appearance. I'll leave that to the tweet. Okay, she looked like a normal 40 to 50-year-old woman. There is nothing wrong with that, okay? But yes, we will see more airbrush and control images. It's because they're putting this on themselves. I've always said there is no perfect human being. The beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, but they keep on shoving nonsense out of people's face like they're so perfect, and this is what happened. Okay, if you just live your life the way you can manage to live and be yourself, none of this will be a problematic. Alright, let me read some more and move on. When the Sussexes did this, they were interfering with the freedom of the press. Bullying eye. It's a clear pattern. The Cambridges will continue to copy without being criticized by the British media. Alright, let's see. If the Cambridge go to a separate event on the same day and Kate's photo pool is deliberately limited, that means some of them will have to cover William's gig instead, willingly. Okay, that's a good question. I guess only time will tell. Alright, let me move on to the next. I plan on not staying too long, but when I came across this and I have the computer to myself, I'm like, let's record. Next tweet. Okay, word of the street from Dan. Ken will be the central figure, leaving Ken and the shade. This means both of them haven't got individual star or couple power. Ken is now their only chess piece. Oh my god. Hazard is a star on his own, and Meg haven't even started her weekly visibility. Let's see. Oh, that was it, right? Okay, let's retweet. Okay, so only just retweet, but there's no retweet with comments. Are there any? Nope. So let's go to the next tweet. So this one was kind of short. Depending on the timing, by the time I finish, if I under 30, I'll add another tweet. Next tweet. Why Royalists lose their mind whenever Meghan Markle acknowledges her blackness. Okay, it validates that she was treated badly by them for this very difference, and it galvanizes more support for her from the black community, and they don't want her supported. This is not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen. The black community will always support Meghan because she never forgot her root. All right. That's why they try to convince you that she's not black and or that she has denounced her blackness, her black side. Meghan never did.
A couple years ago, I heard someone call my mom the N-word. So I think for me, beyond being personally affected by racism, just to see the landscape of what our country is like right now, certainly the world, and to want things to be better.
Okay, I know this. I mean, I know it's not her. That's not what she's saying, but she's interpreting what the UK British media have been trying to do, but it's not working. All right, I notice they become unhinged every time she speaks about her blackness. Let's see here. Okay, granted, they become unhinged every time she speaks every time she blinks or breathes. I did a research on some of my posts last year. I read some exchanges between the Snores and the Bulls contingent over the Sussexes. It cemented that they are livid because the Sussexes are thriving. They predicted they'll be divorced, penniless, friendless, and lack overall support. Yeah, we have pictures of them when they were leaving. What is it? Harry working at McDonald's, and what was it? They were sitting out like begging. So they had that huge plan for them, and they went to work. Believe me, if this is why sometimes you need to avoid negativity around you. Not sometimes, it's all the time. No, create a goal for yourself and work toward that goal, because they went to work to make those cartoon images to happen. They went to work. If Harry and Meghan did not have that strong willpower and good friends, positive people around them, they would have been
given advice that it would be best if she could be 50% less than she was.
Wow.
That was the quote. If she could be 50% less. And I remember hearing that in 2018 and said specifically to her, I don't know how you're going to survive being half of yourself.
Wow, I think it's Harry are living at your place in Los Angeles. Can you tell us how they're doing? You speak English?
I'm sorry. I think I just lost you. I just lost you, Gail. I'm sorry. We have a really bad connection. I'm sorry. I think we lost Gail King, guys. We lost her. Thank you, Gail King. Great interview, Gail. Thank you. We lost you.
Bye, Tyler.
I think we all just manage to support each other with whatever comes up.
I'll give you an example. I was working till 4:30 in the morning on a Friday night, and my husband was traveling for business. And on Saturday morning at 7:30, right about 20 minutes after the kids woke up, my front doorbell rings, and it's Meghan with scones and Starbucks. And we turned on cartoons, and the girls were like, what is this amazing thing called a scone? And we let them eat them in bed and get crumbs everywhere. And it was just exactly what I needed, off in Toronto, and really, really delirious morning to have my friend show up and save me.
How would I not do it? I mean, we're about to start filming season 4, and so I think we're just so grateful that people have responded so well to the show, that if we're lucky enough to have 5, 6, 7 seasons, that these friendships that you see us develop on camera are really a reflection of how well we all get along off camera.
Yeah. And it's not just that cliche of, we're friends with everyone, but you actually are.
Yeah, we actually really like each other.
Yeah, there's a possibility that the prediction the royal family or the UK media were trying to do could have easily happened because they went to work.
My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
They went to work. And thank God for the Sussex squad, many other people who did the pushback, debunked their lies and all of that. But yeah, things like that could have happened. Okay, because they duped the Commonwealth that they are welcoming when it's all about the pounds or money they collected from the nation and cover up with hollow written words, 70 years of nothing. Because they know racism is the driver behind most of their treatment of her. They think if they can then strip her of her blackness, their action are not racist. Manipulative, the caucasity. I also notice how angry they become whenever they see her getting the support of the black community. That's on them, because all that support that Meghan is getting now, guess what? It could have easily be theirs as well, but they had to be so freaking racist and petty. Hey, we can help when we see greatness, all right? If you had just suppressed your racism and try to be a better human being, all that support and proudness and that free publicity Meghan is getting everywhere, guess what? They could have had that, but no, you have to be racist and angry and evil and anything negative. So it's your own doing. Okay, I also notice how angry they become whenever they see her getting support. Okay, I just read that. Because it upset their belief that they are superior because of their skin color or tone. Imagine learning that you are not from genetically superior stock, just from a moral inferior stock. I mean, this is who they... I mean, there's no freaking superior human being. If you work hard at something, let's say, I don't know, you want to be certain, let's say an artist or something like that. You practice every day, you become a good artist. The same thing goes with a boxer. Okay, there's no perfect boxer, but if they practice every day, you know, they become a very good boxer. But these people put in their freaking brain like they can never do anything wrong. The only reason they think that way is because everywhere they go, they're suppressing other people, okay? Killing them, get rid of them. Anybody who challenge their superiority, you know, they get rid of them and do all of this. But in reality, they never really been checked. Some of them have been checked, and that's when they realize how dumb they are. And look at this. They don't even want to teach history because their history is so freaking rotten. All right, let's see this one. I'm not going to go to the article. It reminds me of this story. Quote, Sergeant Cleon Brown sued the force after his colleagues racially taunted him over his DNA. Oh, what? DNA test result that show he was... I'm laughing because they go to court for this. But anyway, let me see here. DNA test result that showed he was 18 to 32% sub-Saharan African. These royalists can understand why Meghan isn't hiding her black ancestry. He's suing because they're taunting him. Oh my God. If you weren't flaunting like you're superior, maybe that won't bother you. Oh my goodness, this is funny. Okay, royalists lose their mind because they know Meghan's blackness is their only reason for hating her. Everything else about her is near perfection. Her blackness exposes their racist mentality. That is true. They want Meghan to be alienated by everyone. This is why they try to isolate her. They wanted to isolate her, which they did when she was in the UK, you know, to go crazy because she didn't live like that when she was in Canada and US before joining the royal family, pretty much. Okay, very lively person, friendly, go places and enjoy life. But what they try to do is remove all of this from her and then try to control her. Something like that could make people go crazy. And when she realized this is not for her, she's like, F you, I don't care what royal status you are, I'm not about this. I prefer my happiness. That's me putting this here, but that's the way that I see it. Okay, they don't like being reminded that the 7th and 8th in line have African ancestors. You'll be surprised how God will make things happen. You will be surprised. Okay, let me read some more. Whatever's on the screen, okay, I probably will go down here and read them. All right, let's do this. It reminds me of her black excellence all over again. It reminds them how she doesn't want to be them. She's comfortable in her own biracial black skin, and it's worshipping at the feet of all the proud Anglophilia. Because just like racism starts with an R, those who support racism are Royalists, Republicans, radicals. Interesting. I didn't even think about that. Not a coincidence is it that all these groups attack any black woman who shows up and outshine a white woman. Their racism is so deep it touches the equator. Okay, they hate her for being black and knowing it. Blackness plus proudness equal racial socialization. Okay, YouTube. What's YouTube? What's YT? YT supremacists. Is it why the white supremacists get enraged at black excellence? There's a book called White Rage that examines their reaction to black people who are educated, elevated their station, etc. Think of them as supremacists because it makes the denial of it harder. That's true. Okay, next tweet. I don't want to scroll anymore because most likely I will want to read it, but I want to move on. Alright, next to it, PissMoron, quote, he insists on Tuesday morning that the royal family's survival depends on the tabloids. If the tabloid does not promote the monarchy will die out. When I saw this, and I'm like, maybe he knows something. Maybe he knows something that, I mean, he's partially true, but there's a possibility depend on what's going on in Ukraine. A lot of things will change, will shift. Okay, so he knows something. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to come back and try to cut stuff. Okay, Mr. Moran overstate his importance, but he is a little bit right, because what is it? I have a link where Charles is taking William to hang out with the tabloid. The thing is that, I mean, I've mentioned it so many times, he tried to train him to please the tabloid, but when in fact it didn't have to be that way. Okay, they put in their head this is the only way they could survive, when in fact if they had just stood by the people, if the people is behind you, no matter what the tabloid say, it won't matter. Okay, but they put in their head they have to be perfect all the time, this and that, I mean, there's no perfect human being. So it's this is the mindset I believe some of the royals have, so they got them in that aspect. If they don't know any different, so most likely this is his belief, and they pretty much got the royal by the balls. All right, I hope I make sense with this. Okay, if the monarchy and royal family actually did real work, why would they need, thank you, why would they need tabloid brainwashing people to keep them relevant? That's what I'm saying. All they had to do is be nice to the people, do good things for the people. Look at this, right now they're probably going hungry. Tories is putting money, look at my last video, Tories are putting money in their pocket. Well, the person deleted the tweet after I saw it. I saw it by accident, where I keep on pressing back, and then it went to my homepage, and I saw someone just tweeted something, and then when I click on it, the person deleted it. All right, so all they had to do was to be on the side of their subjects, but no. All right, so did I finish with that? Yeah, I guess I did. To be honest, he is right. That is why the royal family keep feeding tabloid with stories. You see? Yeah, because the royal family don't know any different. They were taught to believe this is the only way people will like you, when in fact it's not. Harry saw it. Harry was like, no, you guys are causing me pain, and I do not like pain, so I want something different. And this is why Harry was able to get out of there. But the others, they trained them to believe this is the only way, when in fact it's not. Okay, so I guess in a way PissMoron probably is right, because this is the way the royal family know, the only way. Yes, but this isn't new. I don't know who said it, but it was out when they first moved from that palace. Unfortunately, he is right, because without the tabloid brainwashing the gullible, their irrelevance would become glaring. All right, if the monarchy dies, it dies. Exactly. Because they're not really doing anything for the people. There it is. And yes, I'm telling you, I see so many things going on forward because the Tories who are in power, they see. Go back to that video that I have the UK flag. I see this is coming closer and closer by the minute. Some of the things that I said in that video. Okay, actually, for once, PM is right, and Harry basically said the same thing during the Oprah interview. This explained the kid gloves the royal family used with the tabloid, and is one reason why it has joined in with the rags to try to destroy Harry and Meghan. Also, the rags hold all the royal family's dirt. Little secret. That is true. And the best thing for Harry, they use all of Harry's secrets. Harry doesn't care anymore. Whatever they put, people already know. Okay, abolish the monarchy. How pathetic. They depend on the lies of the tabloid, period. And all this is the people's fault, all right, for allowing it to happen. They could have stopped all of this BS. Next tweet. Okay, Meghan is in good company. Okay, there's Hillary, Elizabeth Warren, okay, Michelle Obama, Alexandra Ocasio, Nasty Woman Unite. Nasty Woman Unite. Okay, Nancy, is that Nancy Pelosi? Yeah. Kamala Harris, there's Meghan Markle, Ruth Bader, she passed. Okay, let's read some of the comments. I agree, except unsure why Elizabeth is on there. Is it Elizabeth Warren? She's done a lot. She's done a lot for Massachusetts. She's done a lot. I don't know. Maybe some people don't know. All right. The others belong on there, especially the VP, the Duchess, or BG, and HC. All right, let's see what's on there. Watch Elizabeth Warren obliterate Michael Bloomberg on YouTube. In fact, watch Elizabeth Warren obliterate every financial Wall Street executive. Okay, Wells Fargo, since enter politics. She's awesome. Yeah, she is. Who is Alexandra? That's AOC. I have a video of her where I call her, was it badass American or something like that? There was one of the Republicans. That was during Trump presidency. One of the Republicans tried to insult her. She put her thing down the floor of Congress. Go watch that video. I have it of her. Okay, I remember before I did it, I was about to go to camping with my kids, with my husband, well, the family. Okay, this is cute. I just wish it wasn't drawn by that Karen. Who is that Karen? Who drew it? Jennifer Valores. Okay, I don't know who she is. I really don't know. Okay, this is cute. I just read this. Always, yes, screen. Wow, love this. There's that. All right, next tweet. I don't know who that person is. Maybe, you know, find a way to profit off of it. Well, if she did the drawing, that's her thing, her ideas. Next tweet. Okay, giving back. We round up Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's charitable work throughout the years. All right, so I'm gonna read this article. All right, let's see. All right, let me read some of the comment and then I'll go to the article, and the link will be in the description. The derangers all need to take a look before they start crying about Harry and Meghan not doing anything. Okay, there's a theme. They truly committed to service and making a positive difference. Okay, I see your latest check from Sunshine Sack come through. Okay, how rich they must be. Everything is credited to Sunshine. There's a lie. Stay constipated. I don't know what they're talking about. This was a good walk down memory lane. Harry and Meghan have done so much. Thanks for the great article on a couple that lives service is universal. So they haven't even donated the money granted to them by William and Catherine Foundation. What are they talking about? I mean, we don't know. Not every single thing that they do, and we're supposed to know.
And, you know, a lot of the members of the public get it, but sadly in some areas there is this sort of incessant need to find out every little bit of detail about what goes on behind the scenes. It's unnecessary.
You know, you just have to find out the haters, but yet they're not questioning the warriors. Who's packeting stuff? Who's doing, what is it, something for honor? I have videos about that on RP Team Sussex. They're not questioning that, but the people who are doing the good work, okay, they are private citizens, but yet no. This is the blindness of these people. US Weekly, the new cheerleader of the couple, PR machine, and full force, or you pay by Sunshine Sacks. What is that? This is the second time I'm hearing it. Let's see here. 5 people your distasteful comment was unwarranted. Be a better person and stop all this negativity. We have enough strife in this world. Do better. Okay, no need to feed the troll. Best to just ignore them. They go back under the they go back under their rocks when they don't get any attention. LOL. I was surprised they didn't list Prince Harry's creation of Santa Bali back in 2006, or organizations supporting children living with the effects of HIV and Lesotho. They are truly inspiring couple. Charitable acts should be done quietly. I mean, come on. I'm telling you, everything the Sussexes do, my goodness, they need the publicity. Why do they need the publicity? So people could donate to the charities that they are supporting. Okay, if people do not know, how will they get the fund to keep those things alive? And then the other ones, this is the job that they were supposed to do. This is why they give them as a patron of a certain charity. They were supposed to bring spotlight to the work, to the charities. But no, they turned this thing between me versus you, this kind of thing. My goodness. Okay, publicity should go to the charity, not the lonely attention-seeking spoiled brats. But whatever. But the thing is that Harry and Meghan are just doing their thing. All right, they just post stuff on their website. All right, look at this. I have their website open right here. All right, the 4 charities that they are supporting for the women's thing. Okay, Smart Works the 19th, National Women's Law Center, the Center on Poverty and Equality, Georgetown University Law Center. All right, so they just do that thing on their website. Anybody who wants to talk about it, feel free to talk about it, because this is public information. All right, you don't see them going out, oh, this and that. Okay, look at the, what is it, the Melba. Okay, they did one of those local station did a news report about it. Did Harry say, go over there and go do this, this is what I did? No. Miss Elba made it public, let people know this is what Archwell, Harry and Meghan donate to them. So, my goodness. Wow. All right, let's go to the article. All right. If I don't finish with it, the link will be in the description. All right. There's that. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's charitable work throughout the years. Okay, March 1st by Kathleen Hitt, 2022. All right. Royally kind. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have always been proponent of helping their fellow men. Charity has played a huge part in their relationship, both while they were senior members of the British royal family and since they announced their decision to step back in January 2020. Harry organized the first ever Invictus Game in 2014. 2 years before, he and Suit alumni met, while the goal of raising money to support wounded, injured, or sick veterans, while also allowing them to compete in various Paralympic-style sporting events. In addition to raising funds, the Duke of Sussex hoped the Games will inspire veterans and non-veterans alike as it did him. He continued to run the charity with Markle by his side while they were dating, and after their 2018 wedding, the 2020 Invictus Games were postponed due to COVID-19. But the Duke said during a May webinar that the spirit of the Games was alive and well. Okay, we're obviously not in The Hague, but I'm sure. Okay, I'm so pleased we have been able to organize this virtual gathering when the game will have taken place themselves, end quote. All right, he continues, this conversation is all about sharing the Invictus spirit, and it is even more relevant now as we are having to address new challenges and adapt our lives, end quote. The couple even made their wedding day about charity, selecting 7 organizations to give back to simply because they, quote, represent a range of issues they are passionate about, end quote. According to the Royal Family website, those charities include Children HIV Association, okay, Crisis, Mina Mahila Foundation, Scotty's Little Soldiers, Street Games, Surfers Against Sewage, and the Wilderness Foundation UK. After their wedding, they continue to work with organizations that align with their causes close to their heart, including One Young World and World Vision. Harry and Meghan's giving didn't stop just because they stepped back from their royal duties. However, in fact, one of the first things the couple did after announcing their exit and moving abroad was launch a non-profit organization called Archwell. Keep scrolling to learn more about Harry and Meghan's effort to give back. Alright, so I'm gonna stop here. Alright, so I thought they were gonna list some of the things, but if they do, alright, you guys could go and check it. Alright, I stop halfway. It's not that long, there's more to it, but I don't want to make an hour video, so the link will be in the description. Let me go back to Twitter. I have my last tweet to share with you. This one is a bit emotional. This is the part that I saw and I thought I'll share it with you. That would be the only thing regarding a kind of war kind of thing. Okay, one person's medal or others one children. Alright, look at this picture. There's this general or whatever with all of his medals. Okay, there's this old lady, probably her husband and her kids or some family members. Okay, their pictures on the wall who have passed. This is very telling. This is very telling. Sending our kids to war and for this to sit, you know. Let's read some of the comment. Okay, yes, Syria, Afghanistan, Libya, Palestine, Iraq, Yemen, etc., etc. Okay, I agree, but at the same time, war is inevitable and necessary sometimes. Sometimes, depend on the thing, but majority of the time, these are the people who's invoking this stuff. Look what's happening in Ukraine right now. Why? Why? You have one independent country who wants to be part of European Union, and the other one said, no, you're not gonna be. I mean, my goodness. Wow. Okay, Allied medals from World War II or something to be proud of as against Hitler. This is different. Okay, you got someone who, well, that's going on similar to what's going on right now, who's bombing the country for no freaking reason, when you had the other one who was as much crazy, burning people. Yeah, certain time, yes, but when you do pretense of certain things, it's not worth it. All right, look at the Iraq war, for instance. Okay, I certainly won't be here otherwise. Ukrainian medals after this war, well deserved. Obviously, the aggressors not so. All right, there's this picture here. This is also very telling. Look at this. They're sending their kids to war. All right. Almost like the Afghanistan thing, and then this is the soldiers coming back, some in wheelchair, you know, some with their legs messed up, and some already dead. There's their casket. Very telling. And then look at that, all the medals. Okay, all of their medals. This is the thing people need to understand. All right, there's this here. What's that? Wow. This is the true reality. Look at this. Wow. And for America, if they are praising, you know, still sticking by Trump and all of that, they need to think about all the soldiers who had joined the army, you know, to protect our freedom. This was the mindset that they gave them. Where's this football player? After 9/11, he quickly went and joined the service. Something Tillman? What's his first name? I forgot his first name. Okay, all of these people we need to think about. Okay, he could have easily stayed, play football, make millions and all of that, but he decided to go and join the army. I don't know if he was there before and decided to re-enlist. I do not know, but you know, he's one of those people who were in a good position, didn't really have to go to war. But that 9/11 triggered him, touches him, and decided to join. And he's no longer alive. And then you're looking at Trump, who's telling you're not supposed to kneel, and all this nonsense that happened with the football thing. And meanwhile, this guy, was that Tillman guy who no longer exists, may he rest, his soul rest in peace, you know, risk his life. And for this guy to be doing that and trying to throw America under the gutter. I don't want to read anymore. I listen to this music. It's very sad, but I don't want to be flagged for it. Alright, so yeah, that's it. I thought that was very interesting. Alright, so that's it. Let's do a prayer. prayer for the blind. Okay, prayer for the blind. Let's just keep it that way. Let's speak. All right, let's do this one. Okay, don't just pray about what seems logical and possible. Pray hard about the impossible. God will show you that nothing is impossible with him. Ever, period, end of story. All right, so I'll leave it as that. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. And I don't know, lately my videos have been coming out of order. All right, so you could look at the numbers, even though they come before certain numbers, but that the numbers are very important. They are the orders that I made them, and the dates that you see in the videos are the dates that I record them. So don't be fooled when they come out, because sometimes YouTube held some videos more than the longer than the other, so that's why sometimes you see things out of order. All right, so that's it. Thank you for your support.